Hi guys, welcome back to this channel. Today we are going to be crocheting a beanie, and so these are my balls of yarn. You need a tape measure, a 4mm crochet hook, a pair of scissors, and this is my stitch marker, but then I'm using this pin as a stitch marker, and a darning needle to sew in the ends. To sew in the ends, yeah. So the measurements you'll be taking will be the measurement from the top of your head until your lips, and for me that's 13 inches, and so that's going to form my starting chain. So we are going to start by making a chain of 13, and this is how you start. You fold the yarn, you take it in, and you make sure you have something like that. It's called a magic knot. So that's how you form the magic knot. You put your hook inside and you take the thread, chain one, bring it in, that's my starting chain. I chained a total of 50, and this is going to form the length of the height of the beanie. And then now you measure the circumference of your head. Now you crochet according to the circumference of your head. From now we are going to now skip the first chain that you've made, this chain, enter into the second chain and make a single crochet. So to make a single crochet, you insert the hook inside the stitch, bring the yarn, insert, and bring it out that way. Insert the hook, bring it in like that. So this. So you're going to continue with this pattern till the end of the stitch, and I'll catch up with you guys once I'm done. Once you've reached the end of the row, that means you have like 50 stitches, or the amount of stitches that you used to form your starting chain. You insert your stitch marker at the end, like I'm doing so here, and you insert the other one at the start of where you started. Okay, so once you're at the end, you chain one and you turn your work, and now you start on the very first chain in the back loop. You start now the single crochet, so you go that way. It has to be, make sure you're going into the back loop. You turn it like this, and this hook, this one, the back loop, this one, so I'll catch up with you guys once I'm done with the second row. So the rest of the pattern is a repetition of the first row and the second row, meaning you'll do single crochets in the back loop until you have a length that can wrap around your head. Yeah, I'll catch up with you guys when it's time for sewing in the ends. So guys, I've finished crocheting the 76 rows for my beanie, and this is equals to like 16.5 inches, and so now I'm going to sew in the ends. So you start by folding your piece of your crochet. You start by folding your piece into two, like this and this way. Make sure zitoshane. And then I'm gonna use my stitch marker to mark up here. Na hapa chini. Then now you take your yarn and this darning needle. If you don't have a darning needle, you can use your crochet hook and use it to make slip stitches. But for me this time, I'm gonna use my darning needle. Tie here. So utaanza kushona tu ukizishikilia, alafu I'll get back when we now have to put the upper part. Yeah, so after you've put together the two halves, you have something like this. And so now we are going to, the next step is to work on the top. We want to put a running stitch, and a running stitch is just the yarn. You take it round, you insert it using your hook round, and then now we are going to form the upper part of our beanie. Okay, so this is how you do it. You're still going to use your darning needle. So this stitch that I'm doing is a running stitch. You're just passing the yarn round the circumference of your beanie so that you can make the upper part of the beanie. So I'll catch up with you guys once I'm done. So I've sewn in the yarn, and now we have the running stitch passing through the circumference of your beanie. So to bring the beanie together, you're going to start pulling the yarn. It's like you start pulling the stitch together, and when it comes to like this, and you should have something that it looks like this. So you have to pull it kabisa until imefika katikati hivyo. Tie the yarn tightly so that you see it. And after you are done with this, I'm going to show you the next step. Kata hapo. Now this yarn yenye umekata unaweza itumia ku join. So there still holes hapa juu. So unaona? So you're going to use your darning needle once again, and you're going to sew in and bring together these parts of the, so you join hapa hadi kusikwe na shimo. Unaweza funga hapa. You can tie here, and then after you've done sewing in the ends, you should have achieved something that looks like this. Now turn it around. you should have something like this. And that's it from Celine and crochet. I hope this tutorial will inspire you to make your own and to enjoy the process of creating. Bye.